What if I told you that Chelsea's new manager is planning to completely overhaul their defense? And it's not just about signing one player. Let me break this down. Xabi Alonso, the guy who just took over at Stamford Bridge, has dropped a bombshell. He wants between 4 and 5 centre-backs in his squad. Now that number alone is fascinating. Why? Because it's not just about depth, it's about identity. Alonso isn't just building a squad. He's crafting a blueprint for how he wants football to be played. And if you take a step back, this screams of a manager who's used to high-pressure environments. Think about Leverkusen, the Bundesliga team he led to the title. They thrived on structure, discipline, and having multiple options in every position. So, is this just a numbers game, or is there something deeper at play here? Personally, I think it's both. It's a numbers game because you need bodies to cover injuries and rotations, but it's also a statement. Alonso wants control. Control over the back line. Control over the narrative. Control over the chaos that's been surrounding Chelsea for years. Now here's the thing. Alonso isn't just talking about adding players, he's talking about subtracting. The club is actively pushing for exits, including Axel Disasi, Trevoh Chalobah, Benoit Badiashile, and even Mamadou Sarr. That's a lot of names. What does that say about the current squad? It says that Alonso sees a lot of uncertainty. These players aren't just leaving, they're being pushed out. And what's interesting is that some of these exits are happening despite their potential. Take Badiashile for example. He's young, talented, and has a future. But if Alonso is already planning to replace him, maybe there's a bigger picture. Maybe he's not just rebuilding the squad, he's rebuilding the culture. A detail I find fascinating is that Alonso is letting go of players who might have been considered safe options. That takes guts. It suggests he's not afraid to start from scratch, even if it means short-term pain for long-term gain. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about the center-backs. It's about creating a system where every player knows their role, and no one is in limbo. That's the kind of clarity that can turn a team around. But let's talk about the new signing, Maxence Lacroix. Now this is where things get really intriguing. Lacroix isn't just another name on the list. He's a leader, a veteran, and someone who's already proven himself in the Premier League. He's got 70 top-flight games under his belt, a spotless injury record, and a leadership role at Crystal Palace. What makes this really interesting is that Alonso knows him from the Bundesliga. That connection isn't just a footnote, it's a signal. It shows that Alonso is prioritizing players who understand his philosophy. And when he says Lacroix has a winner mentality, he's not just being polite. He's saying this guy can win games. In my opinion, Lacroix is the bridge between Alonso's tactical vision and the reality of the Premier League. He's not just a defender, he's a stabilizer. A player who can handle pressure, lead by example, and adapt to whatever Alonso throws at him. This raises a deeper question. Is Lacroix the cornerstone of this new era? Or is he just the first piece of a larger puzzle? Because if Alonso is planning for 4 or 5 center-backs, there's more to come. And that's what's so exciting about this. It's not just about one signing. It's about a complete reimagining of how Chelsea defends, organizes, and attacks. From my perspective, this is a masterstroke. It's a move that shows ambition, clarity, and a willingness to take risks. But it's also a gamble. Because building a squad this way requires trust in the process, and trust in Alonso's ability to make it all work. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about football. It's about leadership. It's about a manager who's not afraid to shake things up, even if it means losing players who might have been considered safe options. And that, my friends, is the kind of boldness that can change a club forever.